Greetings and welcome to the Bloody Mary Show. This is Bloody Mary. Today we have 3 women, 3 shamans, 3 ghost hunters, all working together, and yeah, I'm one of them. But so is the paranormal concierge, Mariah the medium, and the real ghost junkie, Amy. So this is part 1. It's so much stuff we've got here. This is going to be 2 parts. So tell your friends, get your popcorn, and get ready. This Bloody Mary show is filmed inside the haunted house of Voodoo Queen Marie Laveau in the French Quarter in New Orleans. Hello, it's the Bloody Mary show. We have a very special guest, medium and ghost hunter,
Mariah Kuno.
As most of you know, or you should know, I usually do everything within a ceremonial format. It's for protection and connection and to be polite, to let spirits know what you're doing. It's also to set boundaries. You state your intention clearly, you come with respect, you open and close gates, because it is not healthy to be bombarded all the time with spirits. There's way more of them than us. So, words to the wise. But I will open the way. Open the gates, Papa. Open the leg, Papa, Papa, open the way. Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. Here, clearly, I particularly call upon L'Esprit Verte, the Spirit of Truth. And I invite all the spirits of place here in New Orleans and here at this building. Both of us are both mediums and ghost hunters. We use both psychic abilities as well as the techie. And I'm a believer that you're your best paranormal instrument and you don't require batteries, right? So to have your own intuition, to believe it, you use these things as a backup as opposed to putting all your faith in them. Then as a voodoo priestess, I also may add offerings and things for protection, connection. I might give them smoke, cigar, incense, and food. The dead are hungry and the dead are thirsty. So after I've said all that, she does not officially, but maybe sort of kind of know where we are. So,
I like to open up sacred space whenever I go to a location. And I think it's really important to set the intention with when you're investigating, and you put that thought out there, and spirits know that. They know, I mean, everything, they see the bigger picture, so they already already know. It's better to say it and state it out loud. And then sometimes for me, depending, I like to limit, and I don't know how, to a certain location, like only those spirits connected to the land, the property, the
usually,
items inside,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I find sometimes you'll get a lot of flybys, and it's just like, because you're opening up.
Well, if the flybys had something to do with the place, right, then I would say, they're welcome to come during, and then we all go back at the end. Yeah. Setting boundaries is like you have to do in life, you know. Spirits,
I'm here to learn from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a forever student of the spirit world, and also I think they also can learn from us too. So
yes, so that's a very important thing that I try to say. It's mutual.
It's mutual.
I have a REM pod over there, which you grab the REM pod, and we'll put that on. Most people are familiar with a REM pod. The REM pod lets us know when a spirit has actually gone through this, right? And it also has a temperature gauge. So it has 2 different, of course, it's not going to work to be a pain in the ass because this is a battery case in here. It's always a pain in the butt. Come on. I'm going to let you do it. She's more of the techie. It wouldn't work the other night.
Yeah.
I left it out front for them to change batteries and they turned it right on. It's like, okay, I hate when they do that, you know. Just turn it right on. It's like, yeah, I get it. Same thing with all the cameras will go off and then it'll just pop back on.
It's not working.
Yeah. We'll put it over there. Maybe it'll start working on its own. Maybe it'll be magic. It's your own ghost box. Show them the ghost box that we might use tonight. And what's the name of that one?
And it's called a Nanocom, built by Katie Stafford. It's one of his older ones. And this is one of my favorites that I use, and I tend to get a lot of responses with, so I kind of stick with it. And
it looks nice and sturdy, not too many things to break off.
One thing, you just turn it on, and then you have your volume, and it's a random sweep.
Okay.
So.
And I have this one. It's got a lot of little bells and whistles, and some of them break sometimes. And this one we've used here quite a lot, so we might try that one as well. We can't use the pot. Well, that might start again. And then we've got a couple of recorders as well. And we've got 2 mediums, and we've got some ghosts, and we've got you. So anyway, this is the Bloody Mary show. YouTube at Bloody Mary New Orleans. And how can they get in touch with you? Do you have a website? Do you have a Facebook? How are you out there on socials?
I am also known as the Paranormal Concierge. So I'm on Facebook under the Paranormal Concierge. I have a website, the Paranormal Concierge. And my email is mariahthemedium@yahoo.com. So I think the easiest way is Facebook. That's just the easiest way to reach out to me.
Now I have a line, lady. Turn on, girl.
Okay.
No. So did you have any first impressions walking in the door, and would you like to walk to the back of the place by yourself and come back to get the full,
I'll go to the back because I just kind of obviously I went in blind. I never.
I just grabbed her and took her over here, and I've done that with a lot of people here.
So, I mean, the only thing I know is I'm in the French Quarter.
Yes, you are. All right, so just go take a walk in the back. A lot of times I try to get people in here blind. They don't know where they are, so they don't have time to think. Thinking is sometimes your worst enemy because it uses a different part of the brain. The beta brain waves make us question and analyze, compartmentalize, and judge, put everything in its place, the way we're trained to think and learn. And that is not the best way for psychic information. You have to be the channel. Your ego must go away. It's not about you to judge. You try to just let it flow. So that's what we're doing here. And she's coming back. General overall first initial hello.
So it's interesting. There's a little hall, like a hallway space in between here and that next back room. And it's almost like there may have been a wall there or something. It just felt like I stopped. But then I was being aware of kind of this, there's a kitchen back there and a dining room area. And there was just some there's some frustration there. And another thing is interesting is for mediums to work is to know the difference between when it's a residual imprint or a conscious for a spirit to be there. So I do feel like there is kind of a male spirit hanging out back there, and I kept being pulled to the very rear of it, the rear left. So, but I was feeling more things on the left-hand side, because sometimes that'll help is if I feel the same thing, it's like, oh, that's probably just residual. Yeah. But if it's not, if it's changed, then. Yeah. But
Can we turn on the lights because he probably won't be able to follow you next room. Okay, thank you.
I feel like he put stuff there now. It's like he wants it. It's gone. It's like this is not supposed. This wasn't here before. He doesn't know why. It's just like, where's my stuff? It's underneath all this.
Well, as I said, we dug down there.
But it's almost like if this could be.
This was not here.
Then it's more over that way, underneath this building. Which, you know.
Can you come back? Can you come back, sir?
What? He's kind of.
Are you buried here? Is that how you were looking up?
Are you feeling that?
Are you buried here?
My first instinct from him was no.
Okay. Just checking.
No, I don't feel.
I had a vision, a weird dream.
But
why? I'm sorry, your stuff is missing.
There's something going on. I don't.
Can I bring you some new stuff?
Just you don't know everything about that happened here. This is him talking.
Okay.
You don't know everything.
No, I want to. That's why I'm here. I'm writing a book. I need people to help. What is your name?
Just heard Harold. That just dropped.
Something like Harold, Harry. Yeah. Hi, Harold.
And there you go. If you want me to go fuller trance, I can.
If you want to, have a seat at that chair and relax.
She works better.
You'd rather sit? I'm Mary.
Mary.
Voodoo Queen. Bloody Mary.
We all know who you are.
Why?
Because your energy's everywhere in this town.
Well, I'm from here. My family's been here since 1718.
So I'm getting used to this.
Okay.
Lady.
It's a lady? Yeah?
No, she's a lady.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Right.
What's your message? What?
Over here. There's stuff. There's some horse. We had some horses here. And we had to hide some stuff from they were taking the horse stuff, and we had to hide them here because other people would steal them.
Mm-hmm.
So you might find some horse stuff here, but my stuff was right here. I left my stuff, and now I came back and it's gone. So somebody took my stuff.
Was this around the time of the war?
I don't know yet.
No war.
I don't
Okay.
know. But let me feel into him. Let me see if there's.
Did you work
You
for
don't
her?
know half the story. You just.
I want to know. Tell me, what's the most important?
I want my stuff back. That's the bottom line. That's one reason why.
Okay, the year is 2023. I don't know how your math is, but the 1860.
That's me, Marie laughing.
What year is your life here? She was here around 1860, so I'm investigating.
There's it's like this ball's hiding and stuff. It's like half's here and half's there. I know that's gonna be a pain in the butt for you, but I'm just being honest because I feel like there's at least somebody right there.
You talking about dead?
Yeah.
Buried? Okay.
There. What else would they be? They're certainly not alive, or we'd be seeing them right now.
Well, I wanted to know if people were buried here. I had a dream about a cemetery being about 5 feet below. 3 feet. I was only able to dig 3 feet here to the original floor, the brick ground.
Yeah, there's not much. No, I don't feel there is.
But hey, I don't know either. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah,
Let's put it that
I
way.
feel there's something happened there, but I almost feel like there was some flooding or some water was going here.
Sure.
And then they got deposited here, so I don't feel they were buried here.
Oh.
So I think it was
Gotcha.
left over. So I don't feel, but I'm just here. I want my stuff back.
Well, it might have been a couple of 100 years. If I got you some new stuff, what would make you happy? Would you like? I gave you some whiskey last time. Sweets? Okay, that I can take care
I
of.
like chocolate.
I can bring you chocolate, I promise.
Chocolate was very expensive,
Okay.
and
I will bring you chocolate. I'm sorry about your stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff's sometimes hard to get.
this lady has some money in her pocket. Kind of, can I take that?
Yeah, it sounds like coins. Yeah, you can take it. Can you spend it? We can put it
try.
we can put it towards the chocolate.
That's
So what you said, I'm all over town and I don't know half of it. What is the most important thing that I need to know that I don't know that I want to talk about? I'll write it. I'll quote you in the book, Harold.
ideally take a moment to make sure my words are right.
Gotcha.
Give me a second. Because if I'm going to be in infamy, they have to be some really darn good words. You know?
Well, I'll give you more than one opportunity, but this girl seems to be connected with you real good.
Let's see.
Did you like the other girl that was here, Amy?
Hang on, let me just blend with it. I could say don't leave your stuff. Don't leave your stuff with no one.
Well, I got a good guard here now, like you, so nobody's gonna get in.
You know, always carry a pick with you. I always needed a pick. It's a little hand pick.
Oh, okay.
That really helps in case you need to get through some forest area or you need to get through some, just get out of places and just shop if you want to cut some food or something, or, you know, just helps. Then it's good for a weapon, but I know you wanted more.
Well, you said I don't know half the story, so I want
I know
to.
that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
Okay.
That wasn't me. I'm just. That was the angry guy.
Oh, there's two guys here now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The angry guy threw something at the other medium here last week.
That wasn't me. And he didn't like her. She was too airy fairy, I think.
Hey, you know, I never had any problems with anybody here, so I don't know why she did.
He didn't.
Yeah, rubbed wrong. Yeah.
But, you know, no harm, no foul. We can't like everybody, can we?
No.
Boy, that would be a boring world. You know, that's what I have to say. Be kind to people. Be kind.
Absolutely.
Be kind.
There's a lot of people here in the world just hating on each other.
Be kind, you know.
It hasn't changed. People don't learn.
and just look out for one another. And even if you don't always agree, just look out for one another, because at the end of the day, we all poop, don't we?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Excuse me.
All right.
So,
yeah, that's all.
So you want some chocolate? I'll bring some chocolate out here.
And off he went.
I'll bring some chocolate.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's the angry? So the angry one is not who you're talking to. Okay.
No, that was not.
Did you feel him
I felt him initially, yes.
when you first came out to you?
Yeah, he was really not. He was just frustrated and angry and just like, just ornery and just.
I hadn't run into him. This other girl I had here that was doing laundry for a couple of weeks and doing some work with me. She is also a developer and an engineer, but she's also a medium, and she sensed him and he threw something at her. But I came and gave him some whiskey and it calmed down.
Yeah.
Here, let me put you inside because I'm going to turn on this water.
Okay.
And I don't want to. Nice to meet you there, sir. Wonder what his stuff was.
I know. Maybe we can ask him later.
Go on in. I tried to ask him.
I mean, not through me, because sometimes I get in my head with that.
Go.
I think there's just some.
Wait, I don't want you to get wet.
Go.
I hope I didn't. Did I get it? No, it's going right. Okay. See if you feel that broke with the other guy. He's been his shadow's been going around and. You had a funny accent. Well, we did a little channeling with the two guys out there. Besides all of that and the male energy, it's predominantly, if you felt anything else here, the female energy that I'm connecting with, writing, and even though there can be some male balance, as I mentioned back there were 3 other outbuildings or more on the property. This building is built on top of the original foundation. It started about where that organ is, and it ended right past this room, right at the beginning of the kitchen. Okay. And then a few steps of nothing, and then a building on the side, small, narrow building, another building in the back where his stuff was. Okay. You know, so that's what I was trying to figure out, if his stuff was in one of the outbuildings.
I would probably say yes.
You know, but yes, that other building in the back wouldn't have been slammed up at first. You know? Yeah. They were like one of the first houses, if not one of the first 3 houses around this area. And it was originally built by Catherine Palme, who is the grandmother of Marie Laveau. So this is the Marie Laveau house. That is the Marie Laveau apartment. It's not her house at all. That was where Palme did live, but not that one. A freed slave, Catherine Palme, Catherine Henry, built a cottage here when this was the outskirts of town, I think in 1797. And then her daughter had a daughter, then known as Marie Laveau. And Marie Laveau was really raised by a grandmother, raised in this house, born in this house, died in this house. You know, like 7 generations were surrounding her around here. There's a lot of energy. There was a lot of work. I was trying to see if she was, if he worked for her. I was trying to see if she helped him out in a certain way. If that was half the story I didn't know that he was going to share. Yeah, that was... it wasn't specific, and that's good, though. I calmed him down a little. He was a little aggravated, but I didn't take his stuff.
That was the first guy that came through about half the stuff. That was somebody else than that last guy who about the stuff, because they were coming in together.
They both had stuff?
No, it was just the guy who had the
I was like, wait a minute.
But the man who was saying, you don't know half the story.
Right, well, that's what I wanted to get the story from. Damn it, I'll tell. I said, tell me the story.
And so he's going to let, it's like, okay.
Well, I'm channeling all of that in the book. Okay. What I get and what what other people get. Both here, there, architecturally, historically, all different avenues, directly writing it in here about Marie Laveau, the magic, the times, what's left behind, what she has to share. And a lot of people have come through. So let's tuning in more closely to the spirits of the house, particularly Catherine Palme Henry, particularly Marie Laveau, the widow Perry, particularly the daughters, the other Maries, the people, the customers, who has something to say as we reclaim the matriarch. And that's her altar right back there, if that helps you. Anyone who wants to come forward to speak with or through Mariah.
You have... She's... Hold on. Okay. You've worked with Marie before.
In another life. I have felt that way. It's been a long time.
So there's this... I am aware of a woman, and it's always...
There were daughters and granddaughters and grandmothers, you know, like...
Just this feeling of... It's all about... I don't know who's saying this, but they want you to know. They want you to know, because that's one thing you need to know. There we go. I'm not sure who this is, but I just feel like you've been wanting to know. We know you want... Hang on, because right now they're just kind of blending with me. Hang on. You have very specific questions, correct?
Maybe.
There's certain ones that it's just going to take a little time and a little research. And some things you're going to reach. You got to pay attention to the names and who owns what. I feel into that one, what she means by that. I keep going, he brought it up earlier. I keep feeling that they want you to look at something about horses and the ownership of the horses. And the importance. And I feel like there was some kind of exchange or something about a double contract or something wasn't there was something about the horses that didn't quite well, the contract wasn't honored or something. There's some kind of disconnect there. Have you run into that?
The only story I know that had anything to do with horses, which may even be a total confusion, and Marie Laveau, had to do with a pair of runaway horses that belonged to her and may have killed a politician. And that's kind of a weird, like, not even sure how real it is. I don't know if any was actually on the property or not, but possibly at one point, because there were outbuildings. And but there was property that probably was signed over and things going on. Just accept. What do you want said that has not been said about you that is true, that I put out the word correctly? What is the main things that we can share to the mystic world to heal and help and to embrace the power of women?
There's a time and a place, and now is not quite the right time.
Is it because you don't want to be on camera to say it?
I feel, Mariah, I feel like she doesn't want to be on camera.
That's fine.
And
we don't have to do that.
There's more of her voice. It's about the power of the voice.
Yeah, well, I got that. Yeah, but there is one specific question. I trance like insanely here, like
to work with whoever's. There's a lot of thought from the living.
Yes, there is.
And a lot of untruth.
Yes.
And words, mistaken words.
Yes, I know.
That taint the space.
And unfortunately, it's right in front. Yeah.
So it's like...
Everybody said I have the power. I'm supposed to be the one that's the voice to write it all, to speak. You know, I speak. I've spoken for years. But I'm trying to write it as well, so it'll be remembered when I go.
Sometimes you can channel your own self and write it out for you.
I write a lot. And how you were working with the women and the spirits.
You still have my shawl?
Yes. The purple one.
It's a beautiful shawl. Wear that when you want to work with me. I
have been. As requested by several other people here, and as you gave me.
There's something back here. I keep being... There's something here.
There's another shawl there.
Is there? Okay, because...
That was my grandmother, my great-grandmother's shawl.
Okay. Lily didn't pay attention to things, so... Or... Just... Trust yourself more.
That belonged to Mary Thompson Bruce, who lived across the street from here. My great-grandmother.
There are two men in here, spirit-wise, who do not belong here.
And where do they come from?
I am not able to speak to them, but I am aware of their presence.
Mm-hmm.
But they mean you no harm, but they have some other stories to talk about in that area.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever live here?
No, I don't think so. Oh,
Yes, they don't bother me. They have bothered another girl I brought in here, but they do not bother me.
they are just,
Listening.
they are looking for me. But they have a different energetic intention, so
Not on the same plane.
correct.
So who are you then?
This whole layout is all wrong.
Well, I didn't do it.
It's wrong. You gotta fix it for me.
How?
Well, knock down a wall or something. Sorry.
I don't own the place. I only rent.
Sorry. Because just to give, if you're watching this, me and Mariah's kind of in the passenger seat, so I'm still hearing
Right.
things going on, so I kind of laugh at what I'm hearing.
No, I do
get
the same
feeling
thing.
Too, so
I do
hang
the
on,
same.
I think he's,
It's just a
you
rent.
need to leave him some more liquor.
I got liquor all over the place.
But
and
you
I'm-
gotta drink it because we know we use you and your body to drink it.
And I'll spray it.
You gotta sip at least.
All right, here you go. I don't drink.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's so weird. He just and left.
I give liquor to all my spirits. I pour it out for them to calm
Yeah.
them, to get them down.
They taught me how.
I take it, but I spray it. You saw me do that.
Right,
I take it and I
yes.
necessarily drink it. But in voodoo, in ritual,
Yeah.
in trance dance possession, you drink it.
Okay.
You drink
So
it for
that
them.
makes- Okay.
So when the spirit, I should have given it to you, not me.
Because you jumped from
When the
me.
spirit, when the spirit comes in, they get the use of the body to enjoy the things they like, which is, and you get to do healings and things while you're in trance as them as a direct spirit guide. So that is the goal in ritual trance dance possession. So it's more like trance as a medium as opposed to Linda Blair, like that kind of thing. But since it's a dance religion, there's dancing, there's food, there's liquor, there's other aspects of it. Now, I'm wondering if this guy is the ghosts don't do that. It's usually the Loa, the spirits. It is totally for them. I don't do this at home. No. But, in ritual, if you are holding spirit and doing this, the food that is for them, and sometimes you can do unusual things, strange back bends, whatever the case may be. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is when they use the body temporarily and not for harm, and then you get a spiritual gift after, or lift, or knowledge, or something uploaded. The Loas, which are the intermediary spirits in voodoo, the exalted ones that come in and who you want to channel with. It's generally not a ghost or a spirit, which begs to say, now, is this a spirit in the back that is requiring more liquor and more attention?
Yes, that's how I
and not, but why did, which spirit is it? So that's, and she worked with a lot of prisoners too.
Okay. So,
She prayed, she went and prayed in the jail, which was across the street at the time, to people that were going to die, people that needed help. So she, some of the angry or the prisoner or the thieves could have been, also people that she tried to help get out of trouble. But he said he was sorry, and he thought his mother was mad at him. And it's like,
you saw that, and who knows, maybe even in spirit, she helped people too.
Oh yeah, of course she still helps
that could
people.
have been, I mean.
Oh yes, I get you.
When she was, the spirit. So
people would go to her tomb up until just, well, they still do. But she was the #1 visited tomb in the country where people brought petitions to her always. And I brought people's healing requests and things, or job requests, or getting to school requests from all over the country to her tomb.
Yeah.
Now that that's no longer allowed, people will start bringing it here.
Oh.
So I also want to say that if people would like to send me a petition by email, a prayer, a help, I will fold it and put it on the ground like I did with those girls, to the altar, to the outside, burn it in the courtyard to bring the prayers to heaven. Whatever we do, monthly, I'll take care of it. So you're welcome to write in the prayer requests, type them into YouTube or... This is a Veve to Baron Samedi of the Gede family, the wisdom of those that came before. I want you to know that I help both the living and the dead, and I give offerings and make altars, and that's what we're doing here. I don't know who an angry spirit would be. I mean, a lot of things.
That's sometimes when I use the equipment, is sometimes... Because I don't want to go in my head, and so I create things, and I don't, my own mind, my monkey mind goes, I'm just like, oh, who is this and who is that? So sometimes that's how I work when I investigate. It's like, okay, I'm sensing it, try and use the equipment. So that's how I work.
We're going to turn on the equipment in a minute.
So,
I'm just realizing maybe because of the aspect of liquor, and I want more liquor, I need to make a Gede altar in the back. I didn't make a Gede altar.
Okay, you got to hear me now.
Okay.
Before I go, he's so drunk. I'm not a bad guy.
Good.
But we all have our limits, don't we? Someone stole my horse.
I'm sorry.
So, I'm just waiting. I don't know, I'm just here.
But you need more liquor, and you wanted more things.
Yeah, more, because I have nothing else to do but wait for my horse to come home, but he's not going to come home, so what else am I supposed to do? I'm stuck here. My horse is my ride out. See how it is.
But if you are no longer in the flesh, you can ride out on the wind.
Because won't carry me. I'm too big.
No, but you're not anymore. You are ethereal. You are spirit. You can call a spirit horse. You can call the wind and ride on the back. You can make anything out of anything. You could pull out of your pocket. You could get into one of those metal cars you see outside in front of the street that you might not know what it is, and get in one of those. You can make anything out of anything in the plane of his existence that you're in. You don't have to wait on the horse. Maybe you call him the ghost of your horse. I know you're mad, but you can ride off into the sunset. You can ride off onto the other side into heaven. I know you're frustrated.
Would Julie be there?
Julie could be there. Julie might be.
Can you bring her there to me?
Well, what's your name again?
I don't know.
Which Julie? There's one Julie I know.
There's Julie, my love. I loved her, but I don't think she loved me. But
oh, I'm sorry. Did you stalk her?
No.
Did you scare her? Did you scare her?
No.
Was she with someone else?
Wait.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
You're in a plane that you're not big and your flesh isn't there, that you can fly like a bird, and maybe if you fly over to the right place, you might not only find Julie, but you'll find all sorts of people. Maybe your mama.
Yeah.
Would you like to see your mama again?
Yeah, I would. You must know that. You must be tuning in too.
Yeah, you can see your mama. I've got a really big cold spot just now.
Yeah.
It's like I think she wants to see you too.
She does. And
she's got her arms open in a big old dress. Yeah, I mean, she'll take care of you. She wants to soothe your anger. Your horse was a good horse, but you don't need him anymore, okay?
I stole the horse.
Well, you may have stolen it because you didn't have money. Maybe somebody else wanted that horse and loved it too, but it's behind you now. It's too late.
Is my mom mad?
No. She's beyond that. She just wants to see you.
And I'm sorry that I threw the rock at that lady.
Was it a rock? I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, she didn't know what it was. It came out of nowhere and hit her, yeah.
She was bugging me. Anyway.
She's a new friend. I don't know her well. I'm just starting to work with her.
She's
wrong time, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, there was nothing bad.
When she was out there smoking, you probably wanted to share a little. You don't smoke.
I drink.
I gave you the whiskey. I went back. I told her to go bring you the whiskey.
Me, and then I went back to her. So anyway, but
you try to fly. You try to fly into your mother's arms and see if that helps you. If it doesn't work the first time, don't give up. Try it again. Okay? You don't need the horse anymore. You can get there on your own accord. I'll give you a little prayer too.
Thank you.
He just popped up when she did, so I don't even, like he wasn't someone that I was working with all the time that I needed to know. There are a few other men that have popped in over here.
Hey everyone, it's the Real Ghost Junkie here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened at Marie Laveau's house when I was over there helping Mary with some tech stuff and doing some laundry. It was just like a really chill day. So I went in the backyard to have a cigarette because, yes, I smoke. And I was sitting back there in the garden area and a rock gets thrown at me. And I'm just like, okay. There's nothing around. There's no squirrels. There's nothing that, where it could have come from. And I did have kind of a creepy feeling. So I felt like a male energy. I did get the name Leroy. I don't know why he was angry with me, but he did throw a rock. So I talked to Mary and we got on the ghost box and asked, who it was. And she got the name Leo. And then another name came through. So we're curious about who this person is. And I just wanted to send a quick note to say, this really happened to me. And I don't know where that rock came from. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
And I said, yes, I guess it makes sense that a few passersby, like you said, like these guys, but they may have lived here, they may have worked here, they may have stole a horse here. I don't know. Maybe, but see, another thing is a lot of clients of Marie's would come here. She was known to have a line, down the block. But then there was her meetings, her rehearsals, and her meetings that she would have. That people would gather and talk and collectively do things. I mean, there's so much, and you got grandmother, the mother, the granddaughter, the great-granddaughter, the great-great-granddaughter, and their men, or their,
Yeah. The guy who stole the horse, I feel like, because I feel somebody took him in just to make sure, I feel they had a big heart for people, and they tried to care for people and help the downtrodden, or just to kind of like, oh, you need this place to stay here, come stay here.
A lot of people stay in the back. So they said she had like a dozen indigenous people that would grow the herbs that stayed here on the weekends all the time, that brought all the herbs over that she used in her healings. And, she would find a place for people to stay in. And they built another little area with another place to stay. So like a church, and so many women met here. And there were seances here. Tons of seance, voodoo seance, rituals, healings, life, women meeting, all of that. So I'm trying to wake up that residual as well as the spiritual.
Fascinating.
So I can write, channel, and get it all out. And I have, yes, I mean, I'm definitely helpful. I mean, interesting. I like to talk back and forth. I like to talk through different people as well as myself. Not, different, you get different views, different angles, and different things. And, everyone has seemed very eager, respectful, and wanting to help them come in, except for the couple of guys, and if we can help them in the passing, then help them. There was a lot of important things done here. Women's rights, suffragettes, slave rights, helping people move through war, just suffragette, prison right, all the things she works in, healing, nursing, magic. I mean, just so much. So I
have a lot to
want the residual energy to reveal itself so that I can see it, hear it, or feel it, to write it. I want the active spirits to fill in the blanks. I want to use that for any verification. The spirits have sown themselves in shadows. They move things around. The children love the dolls. That was just like an accident that I got the dolls here. I start getting these dolls from this guy.
Thank you for tuning into the Bloody Mary Show. This was only part 1. This investigation kept going on, so look for part 2 next week, and we will have ghost box sessions, more mediumship with me and Mariah, also known as the Paranormal Concierge, and also with our dear friend, the Ghost Junkie.